guess I was drawn to all the experiences you can get out of photography, and there's a certain loneliness in being a photographer that I liked also. Like you're just like out on your own, finding the images, and you meet all these people. You basically meet any kind of level of society when you do photography. It's just you and the camera most of the time. But a lot of the times it's a feeling or almost like a glimpse of an image. The work is very much about a feeling that I have. I always spend a lot of time like over editing work, almost like a sense where I wouldn't accept the photograph just to be a photograph. I wanted to be something else, or I wanted to sort of escape its origin almost. Like a photo session can be anything from 20 minutes to an hour, and that 20 minutes to an hour can turn into 2 years of work. It's a material that I need to get in my computer, and I basically don't care how that's happening. For me, the creativity is happening in the post-production or forming the image afterwards. This is a picture from one of my first works called Wrong. Basically, this is the area I sort of altered, and it's a balance between keeping the reality and then changing the image. I started out as a newspaper photographer and I was 16. In a way, it taught me how to set up an image and then make it look like it's a real event. This is my computer station, and this is where I do all my post-production, and basically where you guys are standing is where I photograph, which is a piece of clay that I worked on. I just basically went out, I got a piece of clay and I scratched it up a little bit and it dried, and then I photographed this bald guy that I know. It's a mix between the clay and him. I think the work I'm doing now is like being a lazy photographer, but because I'm not really interested in going out and interacting with reality, I just want everything to happen here in my office. It's my piece of clay. I love it. It's all photographed here. This is it. That's the piece. I think this is my third time in the photo issue. I think the VICE photo issue is great because there's always like nice photography in it. It's amazing how many good artists you can draw to that issue. I had a meeting with Christian, the photo editor, and I think basically they asked me what I wanted to do for the VICE photo issue, and I said I would like to do a collaboration with Roger Ballen. He's like one of my favorites, and I always admire him, so I was super pleased when he agreed to do the collaboration. And so the process was that I photographed images that I worked on, that I manipulated, and I sent them to him, and he did drawings, like cutouts. This was what I sent to Africa, and this was what came in return. As an artist, you're so isolated. If you can find someone you look up to or trust in a artistic way, something amazing can happen. I was always fascinated about America, but the way I moved here, I was given like a work permit, and I moved here and I had no clue how long I wanted to be here for, and now it's been 6 years. I live in Chinatown, New York. The things that's going on in Chinatown that I don't understand. And I still don't understand. I've been here for 4 years. I don't understand like the gestures, I don't understand the language. There's something appealing about being put in this like state of mind where you don't understand it, because it can, for me at least, it can open up new ways of thinking almost, or like, I guess this maybe relates to the work I do. I use different models in a piece. So in the sense that I have someone who's really flexible, and then I have other ones that has really good, like nice skin texture. Today, I'm gonna have a model come in, and we're gonna do a photo shoot. She's basically just gonna come in and do some posing, and then I'm gonna photograph. I don't really know what's gonna come out of it. I have sort of an idea. It's gonna be related to this. Come in. Sorry. This is the area I'm gonna photograph in. So I'm just gonna tell you, you know, like possible ideas for poses. I mean, a lot of times like these kind of things works, you know. In that process, I just photograph everything I see. It's not like a normal photo session, I would say, because I'm not really to photograph their face, first of all. I'm just there to photograph their flexibility. Oh, very good. Very good. I like this. All right. I would say, without sounding too arrogant, I may be the only one who sort of knows what's going to happen with the material afterwards. Okay, I think that's it for today. Now I'm going to shoot some plates for the piece, and it's going to be my own arm, because it's a really good arm. I have beautiful veins. I mean, it could be anyone shooting these images and just giving them to me, and I could just work on them. The creativity is happening in the post-production. That's where I initially become like critical about the forms and shapes.
So I'm just getting your arm, right? Not.
You're just getting the arm, and I'm interested in this like stuff going on here. Do I have favorite images? I happen to have them here. Very convenient. I sort of like more and more like the ones that doesn't have any reference to the human body. You have to think organically. You can't just photograph something like this part. I can't flip over to this side. It needs to be consistent with the light. This part up here is something that's repeating a lot, especially in this piece, and that comes from myself. I don't think like a photographer anymore, in the sense that I know what a perfect photograph looks like, but for this work it has way more to do with the shape and form that I'm working with. I think I became tired of that process, having to chase down an image. I just wanted to have like 100% like creative time happening in my studio.
What's going on in Hollywood? Who gives a fuck what's going on? Who drank what? Who slapped whose ass? Who fucking cares? You represent every journalist that puts a fucking story about Jordan or some cunt like that on the front page of a fucking paper when there's cunts dying in the world. You represent everything that's wrong. And you know, that was all fine, that was fucking fine when there was other options, when there was shit for me to watch and shit for me to be entertained by. But now there's not. There's fuck all for me. I'm not meant to have an option. So I created my own fucking option. It's called Insane Championship Wrestling. And I fucking promise you, you will die.
Dominator.